pacifists, because that's what really they are. Because the opposite of Mandalorian is a pacifist. Now, okay, so there's traditional and pacifist, but on the other axis there is expansionist, and the other axis is what's it when you're only by yourself? Insular, in isolationist. There we go. Okay. Isolationist. Okay. So it's pacifist, traditionalist, expansionist, isolationist. So basically, Mandalorians had like this. They had this long history of they had basically an empire at one point, and then there was some bullshit wars with the Jedi, which and I think they allied with the Sith at some point. I don't know. This might be Revan bullshit. I don't know shit about Revan other than they're non-binary, but no one knows that. So basically, there's by the time we get to like prequel era of Star Wars, there's three main factions. Three. This is partially canon and legend, so like none of it makes sense. It's fucking Star Wars. But basically, there's three main factions. You have the new Mandalorians, who are pacifists, but also isolationist. They benefit from the Empire, but in like the old terms like an old like colony nation would like. It benefits from the crimes of the past, but also they're like, oh, we're not doing the crimes of the past anymore. But like, you're not doing anything to like rectify that. So
America.
Yeah. So new Mandalorians are right here, and then we have Death Watch. Death Watch is the exact opposite. They're the people that are like, when they saw the new Mandalorians, they're like, hey, we're gonna be pacifists now. They're like,
You can use other colors.
Oh, shit. Okay. They're gonna be red. They're gonna be gold. Yeah, they can be green. Okay, so the new Mandalorians. That's these guys. You filming this?
Yeah.
Okay. New Mandalorians. They were in the Clone Wars. They were basically like the main head honchos during the Clone Wars because like they were running the show. Like by the show I do mean Mandalore. They had Mandalore. There was a whole thing with that. But anyway, okay, so other ones. Death Watch was the guys who were like, hey, what if we did domestic terrorism because we don't like you? So they're expansionists and traditionalists. They basically want to like reunite the Mandalorian Empire and they want to like do bullshit. They're like, I don't know. So that's Death Watch. And then, okay, third faction that is like kind of basically legends. That's the new Mandalorian. Nope. True Mandalorians. I have recently learned that, okay, so there's this thing in fanon. It's apparently fanon, but hang on. Okay. Every fucking fanfiction you read about the fucking true Mandalorians, they're called the Hot Mandad. Everyone calls them that. Apparently that shit is not, at no point has anyone who's writing any legends, like, read that. Like, that's only a fanfiction thing. I did not know that. Devastating to my argument, because I had several arguments around that, and several theories around that, pertaining to the new seasons of The Mandalorian. But nonetheless, so basically, they were traditionalists, but they weren't doing war crimes, necessarily. They were more like, hey, what if we didn't do war crimes, but also didn't get rid of our, like, traditional past? So I'm actually going to stay there right here. Just trying to figure out these stuff. Okay. Now, this is where interesting shit happens. Because in The Mandalorian, so basically it's after the fall of the Empire, and basically we kind of just, the timeline is bullshit.
I just realized what shirt you're wearing too.
Oh, but yeah. Basically, no, I'm gonna, this is.
It all started with a coloring book.
It all started with a coloring book. You should. Okay, so in The Mandalorian, I'm trying to step on cap cube. In The Mandalorian, Din Culver is like, they're living in sewers. They're basically like hidden. They're like, we have to hide. Literally only one person go outside or else we'll be hunted down or some bullshit. So something happened. Basically what happened is the purge. Basically what happened, I think. Again, I have not seen Clone Wars, so I don't know. Basically.
I thought it was your favorite Star Wars movie.
No, that's Attack of the Clones. Clone Wars is a TV it's a cartoon.
Oh.
But yes, it is my favorite. By default.
I don't know Star Wars shit at all.
I'm aware. That's okay. Basically, Din's Covert is like very isolationist, but also very traditional, pegging them over here. Now, if you'll notice, hang on, we're gonna call that the convert.
Pegging
covert. I don't know. Anyway, so my craft theory is, okay, you remember when I told you about season 2?
Vaguely.
Okay, so basically, there was a thing in season 2. Oh, also I forgot to tell you. So back to the coloring book. Remember these girl bosses? This is a legion of girl bosses. They're called the Night Owls. Basically, they were aligned with, I don't know if they were a splinter group of Death Watch or they were just very closely aligned, but basically they were with Death Watch. So I'm gonna put that right here. Again, I also haven't finished watching Rebels.
It says no.
No. Well, yeah, the one no. Okay. So basically,
You should put GB for girl boss.
it's the girl bosses, yes, I know. Okay. Girl boss. Okay, yes. The girl bosses. In season 2, Din was like trying to find different Mandalorians. He was like, well shit, I have a baby now, but I have no support system. Fuck me. He was like trying to find other Mandalorians. Ran into fucking Bo-Katan. She is the leader of the girl bosses. That's why she has like a helmet like that. That's how you know. Also, fun fact, I don't have time. I don't have time. God. Anyway, okay.
You're not on a time crunch, dude.
I know, but I'm trying to. I kind of am. I have to get home at a certain point. Mom got very upset when I told her. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Got very upset. Why?
I don't know. I've got a lot going on right now. I'm trying to think. Okay. Bo-Katan, leader of the girl bosses, told Din that his covert is called the Children of the Watch. I think this is bullshit, basically, and that they were a splinter group of Death Watch who kind of just like fucked off and did their own thing. I'm calling bullshit on this for numbers of reasons. Reason number 1, they have at no point committed domestic terrorism to my knowledge. I don't think I'd see that shit. Basically, so they haven't done domestic terrorism. Also, they're very traditional, but again, not in an expansionist sense, in a very isolationist sense. Who else is very traditional isolationist? Oh shit, it's the true Mandalorians. So, gleaning from this, we can conclude that they're not a splinter group of Death Watch. They're in fact a splinter group, or maybe not even a splinter group. Okay, they could just be the last remnants of the true Mandalorians. I'm going to tell you what happens to true Mandalorians. So basically, there's a 4-comic series run about the backstory of Jango Fett. That's Boba Fett's dad. And also all the clones' dad, but that's the whole thing. Basically, what happens is he is adopted by the leader of the true Mandalorians because his parents die in front of him. The whole thing, it's the whole thing. Basically, he's adopted by the true Mandalorians, and like so, the true his dad, Jester Muriel, is killed. He becomes a Mandalorian of the true Mandalorians, or everyone. It's not well explained. It's legends. I don't know. He's Mandalorian of true Mandalorians, but they all get killed by Jedi. That sucks for them. And everyone's like, oh, yes, they're gone now. And everyone's like, oh, it's just the new Mandalorians and Death Watch. So, like, some people that were with the true Mandalorians were like, oh, fuck this. I guess we gotta go with Death Watch now. Unless, because everyone that was killed was on a battlefield. But your political faction is not just your combatants, right? You have to have non-combatants. So, using this logic, Din's covert is just remnants of the true Mandalorians who were like, fuck this, and fucked off and didn't join Death Watch. They were just like, fuck it, we're gonna go live in the sewers now. But, you would be asking, why did the girl boss say that they were really a splinter watch of Death Watch? Well, think about it. If I'm a girl boss, and I'm trying to gaslight and gatekeep all over the place, I don't want there to be a faction of Mandalorians running around that call themselves the true Mandalorians. If that's what I'm trying to brand myself as, that's just shitty branding. You want clear-ass branding. So, what do you do when they've all been wiped out? You say, oh shit, they were a splinter group of us. So that way, if any of them poke their head out of the sewers, you can say, oh yeah, you were with us actually. You shouldn't try to revive your own faction, you should just be with us now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That made no sense.